Arturia just released a Lo-Fi plugin by the name of Tape. Mello-Fi is a emulation effect of the Mellotron. So if you like Mellotron sounds, that keyboard, then you're gonna love that. And of course, Arturia has an emulation of that within their V collection. Links in the description box. I definitely wanna hear from you guys in the comment section. Are you willing to check it out since it's free until December 31st of 2021? I'll show you the presets, demonstrate it, and also break down how to use it. So here is Tape Mello-Fi in the flesh. It is bypass. I'm gonna go ahead and play the example track now. Now I will turn it on and you can hear the ambience. There we go. And let's play the track and go through the presets. And as you can hear, it has some pretty good bass presets. So the next thing we'll do right here is this. So I will show you some of the UI features. Let's go over here because you can resize this thing. You can go to 60%, 50% and beyond. You can see it's real small right there. And ooh, that's even small. I was at 100% last time. Let's go over to about 140%. There we go. Pretty decent, smooth transactions. Let's go 80%. Next, let's just go back to the default preset. I'm gonna go to template, choose default, and here it is. Now, let's talk about the different modules that it has, which is preamp and tape. So the first thing we're gonna do is talk about drive. So let's hear that. So you can hear that it has a lot of punchiness to it off top. One of the things that I will show you in this video is a trick with monoing certain stereo tracks. There is another feature right here and it tells you that it boosts. So let's go ahead and boost. All right. So you can tell the drive, it's a great way to distort stuff and just to break up the tone, give it a little bit more character saturation. So the next one is tone. Let's turn it on. And you can tell it's kind of like a high pass, low pass filter. Not as destructive as something like a 6-pole filter. It's more or less probably around like 24 decibels, negative 24 decibels. I don't know. The next one, let's cover noise, which is the ambience. really like the drive. It hits more like the SP303 in the sense that it gives you some type of self side chaining of the track, especially on heavy low end on kick drums. So that's what makes the SP303's effect so great. Now let's move over to Flutter. Let's hear that. And it's ultimately affected by the wow parameter. Let's hear where. Yeah, that's that lo-fi breakup right there. I like that. Mechanics, let's hear that. And now we're starting to hear some stuff, so you can hear the noise. Now we're gonna move over here and take a detour to this right here, which is the automatic stop button. So let's hear that. And if you go down here, you have more control over that. You can choose fast forward, and this is how it will sound like. Pretty cool. So you can adjust the stop speed. Like I could do half, I could do 1/4, I could do 2 bars. Let's go ahead and do half and hear that. On the bottom left side of the UI, you can see tooltips. So you can tell what does what. And that brings me to a segue into stereo width. The dopest thing, if you use stereo width on here or not, well, you still get a strong mono signal. And that, I'm gonna tell you right now, is the key to having a great mix everywhere. Also right here, you have the bypass. If you don't want to use this right here, which switches it off ultimately. And I think that's the better way of going at this. Also at the bottom of the UI, you will see that there is an undo and redo button. And I think that's very good. Vast majority of paid plugins, though this will be a paid plugin after January, so hurry up. The last module is output and filters. So output just controls the loudness of the mix. So that's what it does basically. And you know, you want to kind of make things up if you know it's hot over here, which that brings my attention to the VU meter, which is really cool. I always like VU meters. I don't care what White C Studio says. I love VU meters. Shout out to White C Studio. So let's hear the filters. So that's pretty cool. Just depends on your flavor for your mix. So tell me how you feel about this video. I definitely, I bet you guys wonder why I always smile during this part. Well, it's pretty crazy that Arturia is stepping into the lo-fi world, though I'm not surprised. I think it's very important for companies to acknowledge what music is popular. And I really like their take on it because walking into it, knowing that it's free, but then I saw that it's free for a limited time. Well, guess what? It's actually pretty darn good. I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments. Just remember, December 31st, 2021 is the last day you'll be able to download it. January 1st, 2022, it won't be free for you.